The railroad system in America is getting a lot of attention since the toxic derailment in Ohio. However, what about the hazardous materials being transported on our roads? 22 News reporter Alana Flood is live in Chicopee with a look at what requirements truckers must meet in order to move hazardous materials.
The surprising fact is that although train derailments get all the headlines, highway crashes involving hazardous materials are more frequent and more deadly. Earlier this month, all eyes were on Ohio after a train carrying nitric acid derailed and burned, releasing toxic chemicals into the air. However, truck crashes involving hazardous materials are more frequent and deadlier. Data from the Federal Railroad Administration shows that over the span of 12 years, hazardous materials released in rail accidents resulted in 14 deaths, while highway crashes involving the transport of hazardous materials resulted in a total of 116 deaths. In the state of Massachusetts, truckers who transport hazardous materials are required to meet additional standards above their commercial driver's license. They must take a written exam and pass a Transportation Security Administration threat assessment and background check. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, in 2022, there were just under 24,000 incidents involving hazardous materials. Most of the injured were transportation workers. The majority of the incidents occurred with flammable liquids like gasoline or fuel oil. Trucks use placards to identify a hazardous shipment. The placards are organized by class. Class 1 being explosive, Class 2 gases, Class 3 flammable or combustible liquids, and they go up to Class 6 toxic and poison inhalation hazard to radioactive and simply dangerous. And so far this year, the state of Massachusetts has had 9 hazmat violations, all found as a result of roadside stops. Working for you live in Chicopee, Alana Flood, 22 News.